Turning now to your community focus, from possibly electrifying commuter rail in Providence to ongoing road repairs in Portsmouth, the Rhode Island Department of Transportation is working on a number of projects right now. And joining us now to talk about them all is RIDOT Director Peter Alviti. Peter, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Now, I want to start by asking you about your confirmation hearing before state lawmakers. Earlier this month, you were reappointed to your position as director of RIDOT, but not before facing some criticism, mainly from climate and mass transit advocates who had argued that you failed to pivot the state towards alternative forms of transit. How do you respond to that?
Well, look, we always listen to criticism here at DOT, and I personally listen to criticism very seriously. And that comes with any job like this one at DOT, right? As director, we affect a lot of people's lives. But I also try to be very judicious in how I determine what effect that's going to have on my decision making in the future. The facts of the matter are, while there was criticisms on climate change and pedestrian safety, for example, the fact of the matter is, just this February, last month, the governor's Highway Safety Association ranked us as the safest in the entire country with regard to pedestrian deaths. And with regard to climate change, we're spending a considerable amount of time and resources to try and lessen our carbon footprint. And I try very hard to keep things in perspective so that we're meeting the needs and the requirements that all of the people of the state of Rhode Island expect from us here.
Well, in that same vein, I wanted to ask you about the possibility of electrifying the Providence MBTA commuter rail. Tell us where that process stands and what that would mean for the state of Rhode Island.
Well, it means a lot. I mean, I think in terms of Rhode Island's economic future, our ability to move back and forth between Boston for work or for any purpose is going to be vitally important. We're working with the state of Massachusetts to try and find a way to make the travel time between Providence and Boston faster. And part of that solution will be to electrify a larger portion of the railway between here and Boston, between Providence and Boston. And we've entered into a joint grant application with the MBTA to study that, to begin to define a kind of conceptual design and preliminary design of what it would look like and what it'll cost, so that we can then take the next steps that would logically follow that, is to find out whether or not it is economically feasible or beneficial for that to happen, and if it is, to begin to find the funding to be able to implement it.
Now, we're running out of time here. Before I let you go, are there any other big projects sort of on RIDOT's agenda as we move away from winter and settle officially into spring here?
Well, I think, yeah, I think this is going to be a banner year with regard to construction here in Rhode Island. Of course, we're just starting the Route 146 project that's going to start this weekend, as a matter of fact, with the reconstruction of a couple of bridges, but that's going to change and improve 146 from Providence all the way into Smithfield and North Smithfield. The Pell Bridge ramps is beginning to open up new sections of the infrastructure that we've been building for the last few years, so that this summer people are going to find it easier to get in and out of Newport coming from other states and other parts of Rhode Island. Literally about almost approaching 200 projects across the state this year that we look forward to making those investments, creating the jobs to build them, but more importantly, to gain the benefits of a good infrastructure system once we're done with them.
Always plenty going on at RIDOT. RIDOT Director Peter Alviti, thanks so much for joining us here at 4.
Thank you so much for the chance to do this.